Josh Wheaton might have been in his late 30s, just being a pervert, being like, look at these little pussies, you know, like just being a fucking pervert. Because yeah, they're gonna draw me penises. I'm gonna make them fucking wear skimpy shit. You know, I don't know.
I want some robot penises.
I want some robot penises. All right, we're back. It's Thursday, February 11th, 2021. Yeah. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Cheers, man.
Cheers. Just chilling here. Already got a good buzz going. We've been drinking before we even started this fucking podcast. But a lot of shit gone down, so let's just get into it. Ray Fisher is back.
Oh, Jesus.
I told you this guy loves to tweet. Ray Fisher, man, I love this guy. This is my new favorite person in America right now. This guy gives us so much to talk about. And that's fucking great, man. I think it would be pretty interesting to have a sit down with him. Just me and him. Get a little raw.
Him not telling you what's going on?
Not telling me what's going on.
He's just gonna
Oh, man. It would be a good conversation.
These people need to get fired. But why, Ray? They need to get fired. Why, Ray?
Because they're racist.
Because what happened, Ray? I'm just telling you. They need to get fired. God damn it. So what happened?
Run an investigation, and you'll learn what happened.
Shit.
I don't have the money for that, Ray. WB's pissed that they had to spend the money on that too. Anyways,
right.
Let's get into this because we got a lot to talk about.
All right, let's see.
He's back.
He's back.
He posted just yesterday in the afternoon. Walter Hamada still owes an apology to the participants of the Justice League investigation. No, he doesn't. First of all, the only reason there was a fucking investigation is because you kept on going over there and telling him to fucking investigate. Even though he had already gotten rid of G.F. Johns and gotten rid of fucking Josh Wheaton. And we're going to get into more of that fucking pervert in a little bit. But Walter Hamada does not owe you an apology because he didn't do shit to you. Okay? And you were the reason there was an investigation. You caused the investigation. If anything, you owe all those people an apology. I'm sorry that I put you in that position where you had to be interviewed by fucking investigators because I started bitching to the president of the DC films, and even though he had nothing to do with Josh Wheaton calling me a fucking the N-word and treating me like shit and being a pervert.
Well, is that what he said? He called them the N-word?
No, that's just me speculating because
God damn it.
Look, to this day, Ray Fisher hasn't come out and said what happened exactly. He said they're racist. There was a lot of abuse, but he doesn't say what. Did they throw a fucking can at your face? Did they slap you? Did they fucking pull their dicks out and jerk off on you? I mean, what did they do? Just say something, for fuck's sakes. I mean, you're not gonna be in their fucking movies anymore. They already decided that's it. We were gonna write you off the Flash because you're fucking making us look bad. That's the way it is. You're not gonna work there anymore unless the Snyder Cut is that good and they said fuck, we need him back. If it's gonna be that good, dude, you're in. You're in. And I'm not a hater. I'll be fucking happy if you're back as Cyborg. Fuck
I'm
yeah.
not a hater either. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
Just say it. For all we know, you're fired. You're never gonna work there again. So you might as well just come out and fucking say what they told you.
You can't call the cops and then say, "Well, sir, what happened?" I can't say.
Here's my problem, dude. My biggest problem with Ray Fisher, honestly, Ray, my biggest problem with you is that you keep on calling out Walter Hamada. What you're doing, look, and I said the story a long time ago. I had a problem with this fucking guy at work, and instead of and I complained to my managers, and no one did anything about it. So I went to the very top and complained to the CEO, and I found out that this guy was related to somebody in the network. He wasn't related to the CEO, but he was related in the network, that he wasn't gonna get fired, and it made life fucking a living hell for me after that. And and eventually I decided to just quit because I was just like, dude, they're fucking looking for a way to fire me. I have to be impeccable and perfect. This sucks. And I quit and I went somewhere else. End of story. But like, dude, Josh Wheaton, G.F. Johns, they're the ones who did the bad things to you. What those bad things are, who knows? The N-word, they slapped you, I don't know, they pulled their dicks out and slapped it on your face. They did something bad to you. You don't want to say? That's fine with me. But Walter Hamada is the guy sitting up there. All he's doing is calling. How's it going down there? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Make sure you turn it in by Friday. Then he calls somewhere else. Are you working on that movie yet? Good. Make sure it goes smoothly. Yeah. Have you hired that other guy? That's all he's doing.
And not even that, I guess.
Yeah, not even that, probably.
He's not one of those people that fucking micromanage shit. Like, dude, you're not in charge of the people, of whatever the people that you hired over you. Are doing, like,
yeah.
Yeah, you have no fucking clue.
He has no control.
A fucking company, dude.
Yeah, he's running the fucking the DC films. He's running that fucking. He doesn't have time to find out what the fuck Josh Wheaton is having, and it doesn't matter because he got rid of Josh Wheaton for you. He fucking got rid of G.S. Johns. But the problem is, you keep on calling him out, and he has nothing to do. He has nothing to do with what happened to you, and that's where I feel that you're wrong. You know, and if you ever want to keep on coming out on a fucking Warner Media movie or project, you need to stop fucking calling this guy out on Twitter. You need to do it. You do. If you want to continue being Cyborg, you need to. Josh Whedon is gone. And he's never coming back. And apparently there's not going to be anybody in Hollywood who's ever going to hire him again. And we're going to get into this in just a little bit. Do you have anything else to say about Ray before we get into... Because Ray Fisher caused... some good came out of this. And I'm going to come out and represent Ray Fisher. Yes, you're right. They did do you wrong. I wish I knew what it was. But now it's coming.
And I wish you would say what happened.
I wish you would say.
You're just confusing people, man.
You are confusing people. But it's coming out now that we know Josh Wheaton is... He's a lot of things. So, do you have anything else to say about Ray Fisher before we move on as to what transpired after this tweet?
But do tell me what happened.
So, once this guy posted this, and of course the internet, everybody likes and tweets and retweets and gives their own fucking opinion, just like we're doing, and that's America, so we all have the fucking right to say whatever we want and think whatever we want, okay? Don't fucking try to cancel people out. That's fucking stupid. Everybody has a right to their own opinion. They can believe whatever they want. As long as you're not trying to fucking force me into whatever you believe, I'm fine. Hey, if you want to fucking run around with a fucking hood on your head and be a KKK, that's your business. Don't try to recruit me. If you want to go over there and believe in Jesus and pray every day and be good, that's good too. You're good, but don't come over here trying to bring me in. I want to do what I want. I want to do me. The way I'm letting you be you, I want to do me, and that's the way.
I don't think they'll recruit you, the KKK. I don't think you meet the the qualification.
I think I'm pretty likable. I don't know, man.
No,
I say funny stuff. I don't know. I mean, they might find me funny. They're like, hey, this little brown kid, he's kind of funny.
He's not totally black, so he's all right, right, guys, right.
When you shine a really bright light at him, he looks white.
If he doesn't go out for 2 weeks, he goes like the melanin goes out.
Yeah. When you put a hood over his head, you can't even tell he's a Mexican.
You can't really see. It's okay. Hey, keep talking.
Man, they got out of hand really fast, didn't it? Enough with the fucking stuff. We're moving on. This guy posted this tweet, and this, I guess, inspired people from our generation to come out and speak out. And we had the actress Charisma Carpenter, also known as fucking Cordelia from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And we're going to go through this fast because you know what pisses me off about all this is that I have to cover my fucking face to read this because she went and this is my only complaint about this because I'm sorry, I have to complain about everything. It's just in my nature. I have to find something that bothers me in everything.
That's the American way.
That's the American way. Something bothers me about everything. What bothers me about this is that she pulled a Ray Fisher on us, and she wrote a fucking 2-page monologue that I'm gonna have to read here. And this goddamn thing is so big that I'm gonna have to cover my fucking face here to read it to y'all. But it doesn't matter. This chick was Cordelia in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and she tweeted this. I guess out of inspiration by Ray Fisher. Let me clear my throat here because it's about to get real. She wrote on Twitter, page number 1. For nearly 2 decades, I have held my tongue and even made excuses for certain events that traumatized me to this day. Josh Wheaton abused his power on numerous occasions while working together on the sets of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. While he found his misconduct amusing, it only served to intensify my performance anxiety, disempower me, and alienate me from my peers. The disturbing incidents triggered a chronic physical condition which I still suffer. It is a beating heavy heart that I say I coped in isolation and at times destructively. Last summer, when Ray Fisher publicly accused Josh of abusive and unprofessional behavior towards the cast and crew during shoots of the Justice League, it gutted me. Josh has a history of being casually cruel. He has created a hostile and toxic work environment since his early career. I know because I experienced it firsthand, repeatedly. Like his ongoing passive-aggressive threats to fire me, which wreak havoc on every young actor's self-esteem, and callously calling me fat to colleagues when I was 4 months pregnant, weighing 126 pounds. He was mean and biting, despairing about others openly, and often played favorites, pitting people against one another to compete and vie for his attention and approval. I'm going to kind of pause here for a bit.
Because it's a lot.
Holy shit. You see, Mr. Ray Fisher? She's saying something.
Mm-hmm. At least there's some fucking information coming out.
There's some information coming out. So obviously this guy's a fucking douchebag. And he probably flirts with...
According to her, we haven't found out yet.
Hang on, dude.
Really? We haven't?
No, hang on. Yes, we have.
Okay.
Okay, Ray Fisher started, and I'm going to give you that, Fisher. You started this.
All right.
He's canceled because of you. Good job. Anyways, he started this. But, like, other actresses from the show have come out, and you're forcing me to fucking skip a fucking scene here. But just get into it, and I'll come back to the shit that she's writing. But Buffy the Vampire herself, the star of the show, came out and she said, while I am proud to have my name associated with Buffy Summers, because she was Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the main actress of the show, I don't want to be forever associated with the name Josh Wheaton. Burn! I am more focused on raising my family and surviving a pandemic currently, so I will not be making any further statements at this time. Very smart. But I stand with all the survivors of the abuse and I'm proud for them for speaking out. Meaning, I grew up and I'm over it. I put it behind me. I have a family now and I don't want people coming over here and interviewing me trying to get dirt. Which is smart.
Respectable.
Respectable for her.
Very respectable, yeah.
And at the same time, she's basically saying it's true. And
well, I don't want to talk about it.
But I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I support those that are coming out. Yeah. Look, this guy apparently is a fucking douchebag, and all the other actresses too. The witches came out, and all of them do. All of them. I'm not gonna post all this shit today, but they all came out and they all fucking talked about this. But yeah. This guy's a fucking douchebag. He probably walks around the set flirting with every girl. Hey, nice tits. You look great on that fucking suit. And just being a fucking dick. And then walking around and, you know, like, I don't know. Asking for pictures of penises from the Vision and shit. I mean, that was weird. I
forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot about that. Yes. That came out like last week. If you watch this, you already know. Fucking Josh Wheaton was literally asking the concept design artists at Disney to draw him fucking pictures of penises, of the Vision with penises, different penises, angles and shit. And here we are. It's all coming out. And in a way, this is because of Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher actually... Look, Ray Fisher, this could have been done faster if you just would have come out and said, hey, he fucking called me the N-word, and then one time he pulled his dick out and he said, you don't have what I have, or you would have just said whatever the fuck he told you, okay? Yeah. Just came out and said it, and leave Walter Hamada out of it, obviously, because he didn't fucking do it.
He didn't pull out his dick.
And Josh Whedon would have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah.
Wrong. And if G.F. Johns was also part of this, then you should have just come out and said it too. Just say what they said. They'll probably get off. Yeah. If you come out right now and say what fucking G.F. Johns said and did to you directly, They'll probably fire his ass, right? They'll have no choice. With the internet, with us reporting and shit, they're gonna have no choice. But the point is, you still don't say anything. At least these girls, and here's the weird thing, these girls are doing it now because if they did it back then, just like that girl said, they probably would have ended their career. We're gonna keep going, reading this 2-page monologue. He called me in for a sit-down meeting to interrogate and berate me regarding a rosary tattoo I got to help me feel more spiritual, increasing, that the work climate and affected me physically. Anyways, Josh intentionally refused multiple calls from my agents, making it impossible to connect with him to tell him the news that I was pregnant. Finally, once Josh was apprised of the situation, he requested a meeting with me. In that closed-door meeting, he asked me if I was going to keep it, and manipulatively weaponized my womanhood and faith against me. He proceeded to attack my character, mock my religious beliefs, accused me of sabotaging the show, and then unceremoniously fired me the following season once I gave birth. At 6 months pregnant, I was asked to report to work at 1 a.m. after my doctor recommended shortening my work hours. Due to long and physical demanding days and emotional stress of having to defend my needs as a working pregnant woman, I began to experience the Braxton Hicks contractions. It was clear to me at 1 a.m. call was... we'll stop here for a little bit.
I think she's adding stuff.
No, I don't think she's adding stuff. I just feel like.
Well, I mean, look, like those things. I mean, it's. I mean, actors work odd fucking.
No, they work long hours and shit. Yeah, they get paid a lot, and they get paid a lot, and they only work for like 3 months a year. Yeah. But for those 3 months, dude, I'm sorry, you better be there at this time because we start shooting. Like, look. I'm with her about the way that he was being a dick. I'm with her that he was being a dick, but at the same time, you have to realize. A show costs money to make.
Yeah.
You have to pay people. They're there at a certain time. They only have the studio for this long, etc., etc. There's a lot of factors that go into play and a lot of money that goes into play in making these goddamn shows. But not only that, when one of your actresses on the show gets pregnant, you have to change stories around. You have to tell
change scenes, cover-ups, and
stuff. Not about cover-up because they couldn't hide the belly. I used to watch this show. She got pregnant by somebody in the show. Like they made up a story of that she got pregnant because she actually got pregnant in real life.
I didn't watch the show.
Well, it doesn't matter. Okay. The point is, for the writers, they have to go and tell the writers who have probably already written all the way until the second season. So the second season of they've already written more and more and more. They have stories for fucking years. And then you go and tell them that this chick is pregnant, so you have to change everything you've written. Because now if she's pregnant, it's going to change everything in the story. That annoys everybody. Not just the director, but everyone all the way up. Everybody below him, too. Everybody has to go and change the work and like shit. So in a way, I see... why this was an inconvenience to the show,
and that's why I said network. Like that she's adding upon this stuff.
Well, no, but obviously Josh Wheaton was being a real dick about it.
Yeah, it could be.
He was being a douchebag about it. He was not happy about it, and probably the people above him were yelling at him. How could you let this happen? You let her get pregnant. One of your actresses is on TV all the fucking time. Now we got to spend all this money to change. You know what I'm saying? They yelled at him.
Yeah.
And he's frustrated, and I'm not defending him. I'm not, but I'm trying to piece together the story. I'm trying to piece together the story here. Let's continue with her fucking her tweet because this is page 2. Back then, I felt powerless and alone, with no other option. I swallowed the mistreatment and carried on. After all, I had a baby on the way, and I was primarily the breadwinner because because she's an actress of my growing family. Unfortunately, all this was happening during one of the most wonderful times in my motherhood. All the promise and joy sucked right out, and Josh was the vampire. Despite the harassment, a part of me still sought his validation. I made excuses for his behavior and repressed my own pain. I have ever stated publicly at conventions that I'd work with him again. Only recently, after years of therapy and wake-up call from the Time's Up movement, I do understand the complexities of his demoralized thinking. It's impossible to understand the psychic without enduring the abuse. Our society and industry vilify the victims and glorify the abusers for their accomplishments. The onus is about the abused and the expectation to accept and adapt to the employable. No accountability on the transgressor who sails or unscathed, unrepent, remorseless. And she goes on about her feelings and things like that. But go on because she thanks Ray because she saw that Ray did something about it and she started coming out. And I'm gonna skip down a couple of paragraphs and where it says recently, but she was actually part of the Warner Media investigations. They sent investigators to her. Recently, I participated in the Warner Media's Justice League investigation because I believe Ray to be a person of integrity who is telling the truth. His firing as Cyborg in The Flash was the last straw for me. Although I am not shocked, I am deeply pained by it. It troubles and saddens me that in 2021, professionals still have to choose between whistleblowing in the workplace and job security. It has taken me so long to muster the courage to make this statement publicly. The gravity is not lost on me. I'm a single mother whose family livelihood is dependent on my craft. I'm scared. Despite my fear, it's about the impact on my future. I can no longer remain silent. This is an overdue necessity. It is time. Josh Whedon's a fucking dick the way he handled things. I'm fucking sucks that this chick had to go through this emotional trauma while she was pregnant because a pregnant woman is already really emotions going on and factors around her, and then having to fucking deal with something like this, it sucks ass. And Josh Whedon's obviously a fucking dick. And I'm not gonna post it here, but apparently his fucking ex-wife on the same fucking day, once all these actresses started coming out, and mind you, when these little girls were on the show, they were probably in their 20s. Probably mid 20s, early 20s, mid 20s. Josh Whedon might have been in his late 30s, just being a pervert, being like, look at these little pussies, just being a fucking pervert. Because they're gonna draw me penises. I'm gonna make them fucking wear skimpy shit. I don't know.
I want some robot penises.
On these drawn on Sarah Michelle and drawn on this charisma on these vampires pussies. I need some fucking robot penises on these vampire pussies. Yeah, he's weird. So obviously there's something wrong with the man. They let it go on for too long because he was making them money. And yeah, I'll admit it, back then we could get away with anything. And nowadays, you can't fucking say even the pussy word.
What's the time frame, by the way?
You can't even say pussy because...
Early 90s?
Yeah, it was early. I used to watch the show when I was a kid. I fucking loved it.
See that.
Fucking loved it. I didn't know anything about... I didn't know who the director was or Josh Whedon or nothing like that. I just fucking... I thought vampires and shit was cool and you killing them and... And then she also fucked some vampires too, They like fucking vampires, these little young girls. I don't know why. I don't. Whatever, to each his own.
Apparently they still do during the fucking 2000s.
But anyways, Josh Whedon's ex fucking wife came out and she also said, dude, when I was married to him, he cheated on me with so many younger women from his shows. And that's all she said. Could be anybody. He probably, she's right, dude. She probably got fondled and molested.
I'm not surprised.
She probably got fondled and molested by him. He probably did. He probably grabbed her ass and said, "You better not say nothing. You lose your job, bitch." And some fucking Harvey Weinstein shit. He probably pulled some Harvey Weinstein on this fucking chick right here, dude. Like,
I know about this island where we can go and.
Yeah, I'll take you to an island with my friend Jeffrey Epstein. He's really rich and powerful. You're gonna love him. You're gonna love him.
You're gonna love him.
President Clinton and Prince Andrew have at times
all the big celebrities go
shown
there.
All the big celebrities go there. There's just
there's an and entertainment.
There's an up and coming billionaire. His name is Mr. Trump. You're gonna love him. and President Bill Clinton and his wife have been there too. Cheers.
Cheers, man. Cheers, man.
All right, that's enough. I'll just say this. Now we'll go back to it one last time. Ray Fisher, you're legit, bro. Because now at least someone else came out and said some shit. Because now we believe you. Yeah. But I still wonder what the fuck they did to you, bro.
Exactly.
I still want to know.
Fucking say it.
Just come out and say it, dude. Like right now, as it is, you don't have a job there. As far as we know, as you and I know, you don't have a job there, dude. You might as well just fucking say it. Like I said with Rode Martin, ya te corrieron. They fucking fired your ass. You might as well come out and leak the entire WandaVision. Cyborg, they wrote you out of the movie. Fuck them. Give them the bigger finger. You're demanding an apology from Walter Hamada? Fuck, you want to give Walter Hamada the finger? Fucking say exactly what happened to you in detail. Say what Josh Wheaton said what G.F. John said what everybody around you saw and didn't do anything about it. Call them out too. Ben Affleck was there and he just laughed. Jason Momoa walked away. No one defended me. Fucking say it. Anyways.
But he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, he never fucking says anything. But you know who does say something all the fucking time? Gina Carano.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and today, that's it, man. She did herself in. You know, she likes to be outspoken and she likes to, you know, she's like me. You know, she says, you know what, I'm going to say what I want to say. And if you don't like it, then that's your fucking problem, not mine. But I'm not a fucking celebrity. Okay? I'm not in the fucking show, a multi-million-dollar show where they're paying me good money. I'm not in a fucking movie and shit where I'm earning millions of dollars. So I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse is not looking after you.
Yeah, he's not. No. And you know, they've been tolerating her tweets and shit like that because they haven't been that bad. But today, oh my god, she crossed the line. And I'm not going to show the image. I'm just going to show the message. But I'll describe to you what... I'll let you just describe what the image is in just a little bit. This is what she posted on her social media today. Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone, meaning her, for their political views?
Oh my god.
And then describe the picture that is below that, Kike, because I don't want to get banned from YouTube. We don't even have that many subscribers. I don't want to get banned. Fuck.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Just basically a lady, half naked, showing one of her breasts, being persecuted by a small mob of. You see a kid, you see some people in the background chasing her, and she's beaten. You can see her that she's beaten, and she is in her underwear, like almost as if, you know, they took her out of her house and started, you know, beating her, which is fucked up. Right? It's fucked up.
Yeah.
But what is most fucked up is what she described, and I don't know, man.
Disney fired her ass. Okay.
Of course.
It didn't even take Kathleen Kennedy going up there and being like, "Hey, this bitch," and they're like, "Hey, we fired her 2 seconds after she posted it. Get the fuck out of here, Kathleen." You know, like, oh, she fucked up.
Big time.
She took it too far. She wanted to be controversial and shit. And dude, if you're fucking famous and you have, you know, making millions of dollars and shit, you should probably just delete all your fucking Facebook, Instagram, everything. Delete them because you probably posted things 10 years ago that someone's gonna go through your entire feed and find it and then fuck you over just because of something that you posted 10 years ago. Like, she fucked up. She fucked up bad. You know, and I was reading some of her old tweets and shit, you know, when people were getting all riled up, and I didn't think it was a big idea. I was like, I mean, she's entitled to her own fucking opinion. But this...
Yeah.
You're, this isn't your opinion. You're fucking... I don't know what you're fucking doing here. You're throwing rocks at a fucking hornet's nest on purpose.
Yeah. Look, me, and like you just said, I'm not a public figure, but I fucking take care of my own fucking profile on Facebook. I'm trying not to put stupid shit in there.
Dude, nowadays your boss looks at your Facebook and he's looking for
Yeah.
something to fire you over.
Yeah, exactly. It's just fucked up. That shouldn't be the case. That's your fucking private life within your small group of friends.
It's not private once it's online. It belongs
that is true.
to everyone.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's public domain. It's free. Fuck you. I'm keeping your nude leaked photos.
But, if I'm a public figure like she is, and I'm in a fucking company.
Like Disney.
Like Disney.
Primarily a kids entertainment for families and kids,
I can't think of another company that is as strict about their, family policies or, like that stuff.
No, they invented it,
Yeah, exactly. So, Jesus, man, if you already made it with the fucking Mickey Mouse company, God damn it, you want to keep that job. You want to,
that's good money.
It's good money. It's good money.
Very good.
And even if it wasn't that good of money, it's a good fucking show that you're on.
Exposure. People watch you. They like you. You can go and make your own website and sell t-shirts of yourself. Not anymore. You fucked up. No one gonna buy this fucking t-shirt unless she comes out naked in it. Now this is the sad part. All you have left in life is to pose nude now. You're not gonna get in. You're not gonna get any more movie roles. Hollywood's fucking canceled you, so you might as well just fucking strip and get naked for the viewers, and they'll pay for it too. I'll use a VPN, but everyone else will pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, yeah. I think I read somewhere that people are saying already cancel my my subscription.
No.
It's gonna and they're already saying no, I'm gonna download the shows from now on.
Well, yeah, but as far as people are not canceling Disney Plus. It was just revealed it just revealed maybe a day or two ago, and it was like they have 95 million subscribers.
Yeah.
That's a lot, dude.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't the people that defend her. I mean, they're in their own right to do so.
I mean, I was one of them. I was one of them, but I can't defend this shit.
Yeah.
Not only because what you're saying doesn't make any fucking sense. How can you compare someone saying "Oh, fuck you, you like Trump," to these fuckers beating the shit out of someone because they're different? How are you comparing that? And another thing, and then you post a photo.
That is fucked up. Not just any photo, a very
graphic.
You need a not safe for work. Some before you post something like this, you can't just open this shit on your phone and be watching this, because if someone sees you seeing it, they're gonna be like, oh, this guy's fucked up.
Yeah. You're a celebrity. You're exposing this fucking image to millions of people who follow you on fucking Instagram or
kids
Facebook
that follow you, because you're in a fucking show that is not just for us adults, but it's also for kids. That's the appeal of Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's why Baby Yoda's in there for kids.
Exactly. But I guess some people don't really take it seriously, or they don't really know what they're involved in. They don't see the bigger picture, I guess.
Their ego is too big for their bodies.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, she's already getting someone who's gonna become her character. I mean, now she kind of ruined the continuity and the structure of the fucking show by doing this kind of shit. Now we're gonna get a different fucking actress.
No, this is easy. You just don't use the character anymore.
Yeah, that's true. But people are gonna be wondering what happened. Let's say in the future,
what happened?
They're gonna be like, yeah,
this happened. This happened.
Oh, this happened. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't want to see her anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So, man.
I don't know. Maybe Playboy will give her a call. Who knows? I mean, do they still do they even still make Playboy magazines? I don't even know.
I don't even know that fucking people buy magazines anymore.
You're right. You just use a VPN online. Oh man. All right, I'm done. Moving on to some fucking cool news, because I'm tired of fucking talking about people tweeting and shit. I fucking hate social media, bro. I really do, man. It's fucking toxic as fuck. I mean, if you're famous and a celebrity, I think your career in general will be better if you don't have a Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or none of that shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking make your movies and your show and be good at what you do, and I think your career will be better. You don't need any of that shit. But anyways, moving on to some fucking new good shit. News. Today they announced Sonic 2. And they gave us this little quick fucking, I don't know, little, I guess you could call it a teaser trailer. All it is the name, but they did give us the date, April 8th, 2022. So we're going to get a Sonic movie next April. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I don't think the pandemic is going to be over by then. So hopefully this comes out on streaming so we can all watch it at home. And if you have a VPN, you can get it too.
Again, I haven't seen the movie. I heard really good things about it. Like I said before, I'm not a Nintendo fucking. I'm not a fucking Genesis kind of guy. I'm a Nintendo guy.
This isn't about Nintendo or Genesis. This is about, do you like Sonic the Hedgehog or not, bitch?
I've never played it. That's what I'm saying.
The character.
So, yeah. I've never fucking played it. I never saw the fucking cartoons.
Look, the game has nothing to do with the. Oh, I guess if you didn't see the cartoons, then you don't know shit. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's just a hedgehog. He runs fast. That's all you need to know.
All I know is that Jim Carrey's in there, and if he's funny, if you tell me Jim Carrey's funny, I'll go watch it.
Look, it's primarily a kids movie. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie is a kids movie, and as far as Jim Carrey,
37-year-old man,
is Jim Carrey funny? To a 37-year-old man, Jim Carrey is amusing in this movie, and this is probably the most comfortable he's been in a long time, because he hasn't been the Ace Ventura, the Mask. He hasn't been that in a long time. He hasn't been that crazy in a film. He hasn't. And this, you could tell he was happy, and he's like, yes, I get to act silly and act up and act a fool. And he did. And obviously little kids find that funny and shit. I mean, you find it amusing. You know, 37-year-old man will find it amusing.
Hey, dude, I saw him on fucking SNL. He was hilarious. He was Joe Biden, for God's sake.
SNL is not for kids. Sonic the Hedgehog was for kids. But I'm telling you, I enjoyed the movie. You know, I mean, if you go in there knowing that it is a kids movie, you'll fucking enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. And now they're making part 2, and at the end of part 1, we saw Tails. We saw him. You don't know because you're.
I know. I just saw a picture of it on Facebook.
And yeah, and supposedly the rumor is that Knuckles is coming out. A year or two ago, the rumor was that Dwayne The Rock Johnson, they were looking for him to voice Knuckles. But just today, they started saying that they're looking for Jason Momoa to voice Knuckles. Draco. Aquaman. I mean, I don't think
he have a good voice though for that.
For Knuckles, I don't know. I've never really. I don't know what Knuckles would sound like to me.
I don't think he's a good fucking choice for a voiceover.
I don't think he would be good. Like, The Rock wouldn't sound good as Knuckles, and I don't think Jason Momoa would sound good as Knuckles.
Yeah, because they're like beefy fucking guys who don't have much of voice, but they have a lot of this, you know? But I think definitely The Rock would have a lot more, you know, against Jason Momoa. Like, he's a lot better at acting and at, you know, like,
you know who I would actually like to be Sonic?
Who? Sonic?
No, I'm sorry. Who could voice fucking Knuckles?
Who?
Kevin Hart.
So yeah, no. Kevin Hart. Okay, yeah, fine, I get it. You just need to get a fucking comedian. Get a comedian. Someone who's funny.
I think Kevin. Who would you choose? I mean, I would choose. Like I said, I would choose Kevin Hart. Who would you choose?
I mean, I really don't know the character that well for me to say like who would be a good fucking choice to play that.
Look, honestly, he's not supposed to be funny. I guess he's like the tough guy of the group.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I don't think The Rock is too big of a voice, and Jason Momoa has a very deep voice. Also, you know, I don't feel that.
Not gonna be as funny.
Yeah. I think Kevin Hart would be good. Who would you choose, regardless of, I don't know, the character and shit? Who would you choose to be the voice of Knuckles if you had a choice?
I mean, I would, as far as comedians go, god damn it, I don't know. It's hard. Like, who is a badass at comedy who sounds fucking like a badass?
Oh, I know, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dave Chappelle would be better than Kevin Hart.
But you know what? He will not fucking lend himself to
Why
do
not?
this.
He
I
has
don't think
he
so.
has kids. He has kids.
I know he does, but he's more of a stand-up guy. Like he will not do that shit. And the whole like
Look,
shit that
man,
he did through
I don't
Comedy
care who
Central
you
thing.
are, or who you think you are. But if I was Dave Chappelle and they offered me even 5 million just to go there and record some voice, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, Kevin, Dave Chappelle would do it. Anybody would do it. Hey, we're gonna pay you,
Right.
and 5 million to these celebrities is probably nothing.
Yeah.
But we'll give you $5 million to just come in and for a weekend and record your voice.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, he would. Anybody would. For these voiceovers, it's good pay and it's little work. You're not there for a long time. You're there for like 2 days at the
Yeah.
max. A long 2 days, a very long 2 days. But you'll get a paycheck for 2 days of work, millions of
Yeah,
dollars.
I really can't think of another comedian that could do that other than Dave Chappelle. It would be funny as fuck if it was Dave Chappelle. But I don't think he will lend himself to do it. I reiterate, because the whole like relationship with him in the fucking television industry and the movie industry has not been good for him. I don't think he'll lend himself to do this. I was thinking maybe like Mark
But
Maron or
dude,
Joey Diaz,
as of late,
but
as of late,
they're not gonna do it.
as of late he's been coming and getting back into the spotlight.
Oh yeah, but didn't he get COVID just recently?
Everybody's gotten COVID. Fucking
Yeah,
Maynard from Tools got in COVID. Everybody's
twice.
the ex-president had COVID,
Mm-hmm. And he's fat
and he's
and
fat
old.
and ugly. Um. Anyways,
Has nothing to do with medical reasons, but
we're
okay.
we're gonna move on from Sonic the Hedgehog. We're gonna move on from Sonic the Hedgehog. And some other news came out that kind of surprised me. And this is like, I feel like the world is tailoring to people my age. It's tailoring to you, but
Because we have money,
down
we can
here,
spend it.
yeah, that's right. The fucking younger generation, y'all you don't even have jobs, you pussies. Anyways, you don't even have jobs, you fucking pussies. This,
We don't even have jobs.
the industry right now, it's catering to him, people his age and people my age. They really are. Because all of a sudden HBO Max announces that they're gonna fucking do a new I'm sorry, not HBO Max, the CW. I'm fucking drunk and high, people. The CW, the CW announced that they are going to do a live action Powerpuff Girls. This was a fucking TV show that came out in the fucking 90s, I guess, if I remember, or maybe early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. It's been a long time. And it was a Cartoon Network.
My sister used to watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, my little sister used to watch it, so
You know, I watched cartoons until they stopped showing them because they don't show cartoons a lot anymore, unless you have Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. But dude, yeah, Powerpuff Girls were these little toddlers, basically. They're in kindergarten, but they had superpowers because their dad was a mad scientist, but he was a good scientist, and he get some sugar and spice and mixed them up with Chemical X, and these three little girls popped up. And basically they're kindergartners, but they get called by the mayor and they go and fight crime and fight evil monsters and shit like that. And obviously they have these big eyes and shit, and they talk like, whatever, little girls. But this show that the CW is gonna make is not even a reboot, and it's just, not even a live action remake either. This is a continuation of the story. These little girls are set to be. This is live action, by the way. They're set to be in their 20s, I guess, and they're really bitter and I get distraught because they spend most of their childhood being superheroes instead of being children. So now they're in their 20s and I guess they want to live normal lives and go out and drink and have sex because that's what people in their 20s do. And the CW, I mean, that's what their shows are all about. It's about young adults, getting drunk and high and having sex with each other. That's what those shows are all about. Dawson's Creek and shit like that.
Dawson's Creek was in the CW.
But this is gonna, yeah.
It was.
It used to be called the WB until they changed the name to the CW. I don't know why they changed it to the CW.
It's so fucking confusing. CW,
Yeah,
whatever the
it's
fuck
WB. It's Warner. I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah.
But what it comes down to is, yeah, they're gonna make live action these little girls in a show, I just hope they don't have huge eyes. If this is gonna be live action, I hope they don't have bug eyes and shit.
Yeah. I mean, like, I just hope it's normal people playing normal, well, not normal characters, but like, they're really going with this. This sounds very like fucked up, in the sense that like the story is a little fucked up. They're like, they're taking this
kids show. They're taking a
cartoon.
kids show and making it more adult.
Yeah. And is this CW? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's more that network is very teenager driven, right?
Yeah, adolescents.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's gonna be like teenager drama if they
Well, I
do
mean,
it.
if you watch the CW, which I know you don't, they have shows like they have the Flash show, they have that Batwoman show, and they have like they have this show called Riverdale, and Riverdale is basically Archie and the what is it? What was the comic strip called? Archie and what?
It's Archie.
Oh, just Archie.
Archie.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
Archie. Well, they have a show about Archie, but it's called Riverdale. And it's modern, and they have all the they have Jughead and.
But they made it into a soap opera, right? Like some shit like that. It was supposed to be funny.
It's for young adults. Like that's what type of shows they make. So they're gonna have the Powerpuff Girls in their 20s, and like I said, they're gonna be like, oh, all we ever done is be superheroes when we're little kids. I want to be normal, and they're gonna go out clubbing and drinking and fucking guys or girls. I'm pretty sure one of them is gonna turn out to be a lesbian with today's culture, or it's gonna happen. This show, it's gonna be weird, I guess.
Yeah, they had success with that. I guess I'm not surprised that they're trying to do this with the Powerpuff Girls. I'm just really wondering about the plot. Yeah, the plot is about them being like, I'm so sick about like,
want to be normal.
Yeah, exactly. So they want to do normal things. I think there's gonna be a little fucking like, I don't know. Have you seen that series on Netflix about the girl who's a witch?
You mean Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah, they did a really good job with that.
That used to be a show. That used to be a show for young adults when we were fucking young adults.
It was a comic book fucking thing, and it was related with the fucking whole Archie comic book scripts.
But now this one's more. This one's darker and shit, right? They did.
Yeah. I think the reason why it worked, it was because it was really dark. It was really out of the fucking blue dark.
Netflix keeps it real. I mean, they keep it real and they do their own shit.
So let's hope that the WC does the same fucking thing. I think they're trying to salvage all these stories so they can make the same effort or the same they have the same results as the Netflix.
They are catering. Oh, this is the truth. They are catering to people like us. Like me and this guy. They're catering to people like us, our age. People our age, statistically, should already have a bunch of kids. Yeah, at our age.
Yeah, it's true.
Statistically, most people our age already have kids, and 3 or 4 of them, and they're probably already in their mid-teens. And so the parents see, oh shit, they're making a Powerpuff Girls show. Hey, Timmy, come sit down with me. Look at this show. This is about when I was a kid. There was a cartoon. Now they're making it into a show. The kid's gonna watch it, and because they tailor it to kids from this generation, he's gonna love it. And the dad, who's my fucking age, is gonna love it because he remembers the show they fucking watch as a kid. And now you have viewers watching your goddamn fucking show.
Let's just hope that kid he's showing it to is a teenager too, instead of a fucking little kid.
No, he's not. They should be teenagers by now, I imagine.
All right, cool. I guess.
I don't know.
Have kids.
We don't have kids. We're the lucky few.
The lucky few.
And few there are, because most of our fucking friends have a lot of kids. A lot. Anyways, moving on. Like I said, man, these motherfuckers are catering to people our age. Or, no, maybe not just our age. They're just after nostalgia.
Yeah.
They know
I think a lot of people do that.
That's where the money is right now. Reboots, remakes, nostalgia. Let's member berries. Let's fucking remember when shit was good. Remember when you could just say anything. Remember when no one took life seriously. Remember when people would laugh instead of getting offended. Remember when There's a lot of shit. Remember when you can just call somebody a boy or a girl without offending somebody? Yeah. And so they're catering to us, to our audience and demographic. And now HBO Max has fucking announced that they're gonna do a prequel show about Scooby-Doo, and it's gonna be called Velma. The show is just gonna be about Velma. I'm sure that other characters will come in every once in a while, or she'll slowly meet them as the show goes on. But this is about Velma. I think it's a live action. No, don't quote me on this. I'm really stoned. Go look it up because I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm stoned and I've been drinking. We started drinking before we even started this podcast, just to let you all know.
We did.
We're a lot of beers in. Okay. This is HBO Max. This is another thing they said. This is HBO Max. And you know how we do when we do what it is that we do. This is going to be adult oriented. All right? This isn't going to be like fucking Scooby-Doo, let's go solve mysteries. This is going to be like Velma thinking like, should I just take my pants off and sit down on this couch?
I don't think you read any of this. I think you just saw somewhere that HBO Max is gonna have a prequel about Velma.
And it's adult. Oh, is it?
Thinking,
No.
I think I know what it is about. Velma is just wearing her sweater, her turtleneck sweater,
God.
and her glasses, but no panties on.
Look, it's supposed to be towards an adult audience, I guess. It's gonna be funny. I'm guessing it's gonna be somewhat funny. But this is HBO Max. HBO in general. I mean, yeah. Game of Thrones was basically porn with some,
with
I guess,
dragons?
with dragons. Yeah, porn with dragons and death and battles. This is HBO Max. Like, this could very well be just porn with ghosts.
Enter my spirit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, what do you think about this? Why don't you look up? Because I'm really fucked up. Why don't you look up whether? Why don't you look up whether this is an animated or a fucking real or live action?
So, it's a show. It's a reboot, but it's an actual animated show for adults, by the way.
Oh.
And it's being written by Mindy Kaling from The Office, dude.
Kelly Kapoor.
Yeah. So
she's written it. Like, who's doing the voice for Velma?
I think she is.
Oh,
I think
shit.
she's doing the same fucking voice. She's written it, and she's gonna be doing the voice too. But that's what I saw right now. So
she's a good writer. I didn't know she was gonna be in it, and so obviously it's not gonna be a fucking porn, but it is gonna be animated.
Sorry
guys, it's not gonna be porn. You're not gonna get this shit down here. We're getting this. But it's probably gonna have fucking adult jokes and it's gonna be funny and shit.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And Kelly Kapoor from The Office is fucking gonna do the voice. And yeah, she has a badass voice. I can just picture it already. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'm down too. Let's watch it.
Alright, well, we're gonna fucking move on. This is, I guess it's kind of new news. I don't know, it's not really news. I mean, well, I don't know. It might be new to some of you guys, so I guess that's why we're talking about it. They have now, I guess they had an official, I guess, interview with the actress who will be playing Ironheart, in the Ironheart series that Disney Plus is doing, and this is the actress Dominique Thorne. She's gonna be Riri Williams, who's basically going to be the new Iron Man in the MCU. Yeah. And I'll give you some context about her. She is really, really hella smart. And she's in fucking MIT or some shit. She's in a fucking Ivy League school, college. And she's there as a even teenager because she's that smart, you know. And while she's there, you know, she's obsessed with Iron Man and Tony Stark. In the comics, it sucks because the comics, what pissed me off is that people die, and then like 3 months later, the comics brings them back with some weird fucking story that makes no sense. In the comic books, Tony Stark died for a little bit, because they always bring them back. It fucking pisses me off. He died for a little bit, and when he died, he left his consciousness into an AI, and that AI had instructions. Jarvis had instructions that whenever there was somebody smart enough to be the successor, then send them the AI. So this little girl, she's in college and she's a nerd, and she starts stealing stuff from the university, little pieces here and there, slowly, from different projects, and she builds herself her fucking very own Iron Man suit, and she goes out and tries to be a superhero. And when the fucking college, the university finds out that she's the new Iron Man that's flying around, they get pissed and they're all like, those are our parts. Those are parts from the university you stole, so that suit is university property. And so then Jarvis finds this little girl, because she's all over the TV, and he gives her the AI, and so the AI appears. And so her Jarvis is basically Tony Stark.
So you're saying that basically, in a way, we're going to get Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
back into the MCU universe.
Yes, as
his voice,
as her AI. Maybe just the voice. Maybe every once in a while a hologram where Downey will come in and just record a couple of sentences or whatever, and then they'll show it to her as a hologram.
The way things are going, I'm pretty sure he's already been recording voices for this. Maybe they do the same thing that they do with Siri. Like, just enunciate all these different kind of
syllables.
Things that we're gonna...
Yeah, and then they can make you say anything.
Exactly. So because like he's already 55 years old, man. He's gonna sound older and older as we go.
If he's just a hologram, they can make it look young.
No, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. I actually don't expect to see his image.
No, you're right. It'll be his voice.
To hear his voice.
You're right.
Yeah, 55 years old. He's gonna sound older and older and older. I'm pretty sure they already took advantage of his, like contract or whatever, and they're gonna say like, well, pronounce all these, vowels and syllables and shit like that, so we can like record that. They're not gonna make him sound exactly like him because they have the advantage that he's an AI. So it's gonna be perfect then. It's gonna be great because I don't know a single person that doesn't want back this guy into the MCU. Just like fucking Wolverine.
Yeah. But like this little girl, I hope I don't know anything about her. If she's a good actress, and she probably is, because why else would Marvel fucking hire her? Man, she's gonna be a big star, pretty soon.
That's crazy, right?
She's gonna be a huge fucking star. She's gonna be the new fucking Iron Man, straight up.
It's crazy how like these big ass fucking companies tell you, you know what, you're gonna sign a contract, but you need to make sure you don't say anything, and you're like 13 years old, and and you better fucking commit to this shit. That's a big fucking responsibility, man.
It is, but hopefully this little girl, Dominic Thorne, hopefully she has a very good experience and with Disney, and I'm sure she will, and we're gonna see a lot of her, and she's gonna be the new Iron Man. That's fucking cool. She doesn't call herself Iron Man. She calls herself Iron Heart. So get used to it, bitches. All right. We're going to get into our weird news. It used to be weekly weird news, but sometimes I don't find anything that interesting to talk about. Like, I find weird news, but I'm just like really? But man, today I saw some shit on the internet, man. And it really...
What did you see?
It really fucked me up. Some fucking guy in Finland turned his uncle's bones into a fucking guitar. Yeah. Now let me tell you how any of this even happened. This guy's a metalhead. He probably listens to Cannibal Corpse and a lot of fucking crazy ass shit. And he claims that the person who got him into heavy metal in general was his uncle. And when his uncle died, he left it in his will to donate his skeleton to university, for studies and shit like that. And so, at his request, when he died, his body and organs and everything was, I guess, donated to this university. And so they had his body, and they had a skeleton. At the end, they only had a skeleton because I'm sure they did autopsies and the kids learned about shit. The future doctors learned about shit that could save people's lives. But all they were left with at the end was a skeleton, and they kept the skeleton there for a while. But then they, I guess they didn't have any use for it or something, and so they fucking just gave it back to the family. And so then this guy is left with his uncle's bones. And he said, in tribute to my uncle, who's dead now, and showed me metal, I'm going to turn his fucking bones into a working guitar. And here we are, folks. It works. Look it up on YouTube. It works. And this is as heavy metal. This is heavy metal as fuck. This is as metal as you're ever gonna get. Shit. So,
this is like, oh my god. I wonder what his family thinks about this. I mean, obviously,
I think
if their family didn't fucking say anything,
I read somewhere that on the same article that they were like Orthodox Jews or Christians. There was something like that. Something about that they couldn't cremate the body.
Yeah.
They can't cremate it. So they were left with the bones. They were left there with a sack of bones, and they weren't gonna bury it. I don't know why they weren't gonna bury it. Something about their religion also. But
they're Finnish, right? They're from Finland.
Finland, yeah.
Yeah, this is some Viking shit, dude.
Yeah, some Viking shit. Some badass
the bones of our
some heavy metal Viking shit. Yeah. We come from the land of the ice and snow. That kind of shit, man. Fuck yeah.
We're gonna carry our ancestors in this stuff. In our
yeah, so this guy,
all this shit. It's crazy.
He fucking plays heavy metal on this fucking guitar that's made out of his uncle's bones and shit. That's fucking awesome. What I want to know is where does he have his skull? His uncle's skull? Is it just sitting there on his fucking desk or something? That'd be badass.
That's his mouse pad.
I really wish this thing was real. I really do. Like, now I'm jealous. I fucking want a real human skull. Hey, dude, if you fucking die first, can I have your skull? But I'm serious. I want to be more metal than this fucking guy. I'll fucking...
Only if I can have your skull first.
If I go? Yeah, if I go first, you can have my skull. But you have to be more metal than this guy. You can't make my skull into a guitar.
Okay, what do you make out of my skull? And I'll tell you what I'll make out of your skull.
That's where I'll be drinking anything from.
Oh, really?
Beer?
You're gonna drink out of my skull?
I'll drink beer out of yours. Like that'll be that's
pretty cool.
That's metal.
Cool.
That's heavy metal as fuck.
Yeah, that is pretty
cool.
How
would you heavy metal as fuck my skull? What would you do, huh?
I don't know.
What would you do that's metal with my skull?
I will make it into a flashlight. Fuck your fucking head all the time.
Oh my god. I don't know if that's heavy metal. I don't know if that's heavy metal.
Well, fuck with your mind every night.
What is that shit that when you fuck corpse? What's it called?
I don't know.
Necromancy.
Yeah,
you
like
sick
that.
fuck. Yeah, that's... You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not giving you my skull. I was gonna do something heavy metal with your skull, and you're fucking being Josh Wheaton over here.
Oh, you know what? For a moment, I was like, "I'll turn your skull into a mouse," and I was like, "Nah, it's not heavy metal."
Dude, that's not heavy. That's not heavy metal, but that's pretty cool. Shit, I think I want a skull mouse.
That's true, right?
That'd be fucking.
And yeah, the two eye holes like to click right and left.
For real.
No, I wouldn't do that to your skull, man. I'm sorry. I wouldn't fuck your brains out.
Yeah.
I mean, there wouldn't be brains.
What do you think about this guy? Do you think his uncle haunts him? The uncle appears.
If he was a metalhead, he would be so fucking proud.
I know, he would appear and be like, yes, you did me proud.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't know the accent, but I guess.
Well, that was some weird fucking news, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was pretty fucking weird.
Fuck. Yeah. Anyways, that's probably all the shit that went down today. I don't know when we'll post another video, but I'm sure you'll just see it pop up when it does. And as always, like and subscribe. And my friend down here is going to give you a little bit of wisdom to carry you on your journey.
Okay. On social media, just put your status. It's not your diary.
Yeah. Or just get right to the point. If somebody called you a racist, just say who did it, what they said, get right to the point. Don't launch an investigation and shit. Involve all these people that don't want to be involved in your bullshit.
It's a lot of money that costs all taxpayers, man. Come on.
Yeah, that too. I paid for that investigation, asshole. All right, we're done for today.
Hey.
Y'all have a good night. Peace out, my friend.
Peace out, dude. Have a good night.